Welcome in, everyone. Happy Halloween. It is us, your three lovely hosts. We got Simply Soju in the building, also known as the Grand Council of Cyberpunk Coochies. We
Screaming.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Honestly, I'm not even mad. What's good, y'all?
We got Marty, also known as Tina, also known as Big Boss Tina, also known as Martina, Shanae, Marie, Rose, Wakanda, Kenya, Fatima, Barack, and Michelle, Malaya, Sasha, Michael, Tito, Jermaine, Jackie, Marlon, Randy, Janet, Jackson, Kelly, Roland, Beyonce, Michelle Wolf.
Honestly, I'm honored, that I have the Jackson family in my name. I would have wished I had Whitney in that bitch, but maybe next week. But also, KJ forgot another AKA, y'all. Okay, I am Shibuya's #1 incident.
Period.
And actually, you no longer the big boss this week. Big boss go to Soju.
Yeah.
Period.
The way that fucking Makima.
Dude, hold on. I was waiting for you to get in here because I need to tell y'all about what happened at work today. Because I wore this to work today. We were allowed to.
Did?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wore this to work today. Also, Dante, fuck you. We can
He
cosplay whatever we want.
I need order.
He said, I need order while y'all cosplay in different universes.
Really? Look, here's your order. We're the Dark Trio, right?
Yeah.
There's only 2 universes, sir.
Yeah.
But what happened at work?
So, again, I'm Makima. I wore this bitch to work, okay? I got the wig, I got the contacts and everything. The way that this big old black man comes in, and it's fine. I don't care. I'm still doing my motherfucking job. And he he does his business, whatever. He's about to leave, and then he whispers. He whispers to me. He's like, "Has anyone barked for you today?"
Now, nigga. In a bank, nigga. I know. Listen. I know sometimes we can't control when the horny strikes, but in a bank, nigga. In a bank, have some decorum.
I'm screaming.
Not he's shooting his shot.
He is. He was trying to be the first.
I told, and you know what I said? I said my boyfriend barked for me already.
Period.
Because that man did. He saw the cosplay. All he sent me back was bark, bark.
But before we continue, I didn't even say who the fuck I am. Yeah. I am KJ Majority, also known as KJ, also known as Mr. Beatbox the Coochie, also known as I like my girls scream in my coffee. Y'all could see Tiara's face.
If we had a
we
box
have to
the podcast,
we have to end the
KJ
podcast.
would be in that bitch right now.
Happy Halloween, y'all. Bro. We gotta go.
Bro. Also, he is the Black Air Force. The epitome of the Black Air Force.
I'm Big Toji. Big Toji.
Not the little one.
Never little. Never little.
Watch it or your ass gonna get shot.
Fuck Dojo.
Yo. Oh my gosh.
Not my man's. He's on my mic.
Where will you be when the horny strikes? Banking.
Apparently in the coffee. I don't, bro.
And we are Unhinged and Unfiltered, also known as You Swallow Too Much. Your throat done turned into a haunted house.
We gotta go, y'all. I'm sorry. No, Dante sending that picture of Tina's face is crazy.
Happy Halloween, y'all.
Fun fact, that little cutout from Tina's face is probably one of our very first podcast episodes, actually. Fun fact.
Yeah.
That's where that little picture's from.
I need to update my damn what are them things called in the chat? What are them called? Emotes. I need to change my emotes to little cutouts. Because as much as I love the cartoon ones, shout out to Nico. I think it's time. We done made some new ones. Yeah.
I said I'm sick. Bro.
Listen, man.
Welcome to the Halloween edition to the pods. For those of you that are just listening to us, everybody is in cosplay.
Yes.
Tina is Nobara from JJK, and KJ is Toji from JJK.
Can we have a moment of silence for my homegirl Nobara, please? Just real quick, because she didn't deserve that. She didn't. And
but
fuck Mahito.
I'm here. Nah, big fuck him. It's always on site.
Big
it's
fuck
forever
Mahito.
on site.
Bruh.
If I could jump in that bitch and fight him, give him the hands, I would.
You better than me.
Yo,
no, I would.
Speaking of giving hands, Hannah, I'm beating the fuck out of you, bitch.
Bro.
Minato, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Minato. I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry.
We should end right
now. We need to start over.
Thank you for tuning in, y'all. We will see you guys next week. If you have an unhinged story, email us at
pour one out for homie.
Minato, I love you, brother. Kiss to your forehead. I appreciate you following me on Blue Sky, by the way. You know I love you for real, bro.
Hannah.
Arlo said reported for spoilers.
That's crazy.
That reunion pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Also, if anybody's watching Love is Blind and you don't want to listen to us talk about the reunion because you haven't seen it, you need to turn out for the next hour.
Yeah, we finna cut it up.
Because watching episode 11 and 12 and then the reunion, Hannah pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
And I was messaging our group chat in all caps. I was ready to fight her because what do you mean Nick is manipulative?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
They like get some vegetables. No, fuck Hannah. Oh wait, actually, I said this in the group chat and I almost forgot to do it. So I do have to apologize to Hannah. Last week I made some mean comments about your body and your body shape. And even though you are a dickhead, no one deserves to be body shamed. So I am taking accountability and I am apologizing. Because that was not cool, even though you're still a dickhead.
Emphasis.
What's crazy is that Nick said she was built like a grenade.
That
I'm not gonna lie, I started laughing out loud.
Oh, I don't know if he meant she was built like a grenade or if she is a grenade. Because I know, like, from Jersey Shore, like, wasn't that like a term? Like, oh, she's a grenade, meaning
I
like
think so.
She very fucking. Hey, babe, you watched Jersey Shore, didn't you? What did grenade mean?
Ooh, GTL, Jim Tanny Laundry.
So apparently grenade means you fat and ugly.
Yeah, I feel like being built like a grenade didn't mean you were ugly.
Man.
From Jersey Shore, I guess that's what it meant in Jersey Shore. So I don't know if that's what he meant. Because like built like a grenade, as crazy as that sounds, it's not that wild. You know what I mean? Like,
according to Urban Dictionary, a grenade is the ugliest girl in a group of attractive women. Okay. Anyway, fuck that bitch. Look, as much as I could feel bad about, I don't. You treated that man like absolute fucking dog shit the entire fucking season.
Yeah.
Feels counterintuitive to calling someone the bomb, though.
Oh, this was a long ass.
Wait.
God damn it, Dante.
Dante said, wait, why was I on a call with this lady from Texas? She was like, you don't sound like you're from Jersey. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to sound like? Then she hit me with the Jersey Shore accent. I'm at work, so I don't say this, but in my head, I'm like, bitch, you from Texas. I don't hear not one yeehaw.
Bro. Yeah, no,
Period.
that is a misconception. Like, you feel me? Like, Jersey is just supposed to sound like Jersey Shore. Like, hard ass accents and shit. And it's like, bro,
That's mainly
not
like
all of us.
Italian.
I was about
Yeah,
to say, I
exactly.
assumed that Jersey Shore was like Italian Jersey people.
It is. So, like, the town that I'm from had a lot of Italians in it. So, like, I knew kids who literally sound like they were from Jersey Shore, but it's because they're Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard one yeehaw though is mad crazy. You should have said it.
Yeah,
Not
no, that's
at
wild.
work. You need to leave. But no, fuck Hannah, bro. And then, oh my god, fucking Marissa.
Thank you for the follow.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, whoever followed. Yeah. So the thing that I didn't like about the reunion, there was a lot of things I didn't like about the reunion, right? The main thing that pissed me off was I didn't like the fact that they just kind of glossed over how Hannah treated Nick throughout that whole season.
I mean,
And then how like everyone just dogpiled on him for like lying about what he said to her.
This is why like people have been wanting the Lachey's off of Love is Blind, because it was very obvious that like for Vanessa Lachey, Hannah was one of the people that she liked. And they're supposed to be like an unbiased party. Like when the whole thing happened with like Marshall and Jackie, like season 4, she was on Jackie's side.
Yeah.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, like that's why people don't want the Lachey's hosting Love is Blind anymore, because they always take the villain's side for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Her with them damn wrap it up jokes. It wasn't funny the first time.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Shut
like,
the fuck up.
There you go.
I will say I'm surprised that Marissa's mama did not beat the fuck out of Ramses.
I thought she was.
I thought she was too.
I thought she was gonna beat that nigga blue.
I thought that's why he didn't have his braids no more. He done
Cause she
ripped it.
tore them bitches out.
She tore them bitches out.
I wouldn't be.
I'm not gonna hold you like, you know, Marissa was devastated.
She was.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt so bad for her because it came out of the fucking blue.
Yeah, no, it really did. Because she was asking him at every point. It's like, are we good? How are you feeling? Do you feel like you're still gonna say yes to the altar? And every answer was like, we're cool, baby. It's fine. I'm not having any doubts. The day before the wedding, he's like, actually,
bitch, I don't really like you. You was a lot. You know, you was at a 10. I need you at least at like a 7. You know what I mean? Tiara said y'all saw her face when Marissa said she was still fucking him.
I mean, look, as much as her mama is a badass, that woman said when she met Ramses that every man she's ever dated has been a no good, dirty dog that has treated her like shit and cannot handle her whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I told this to Tiara when we were watching it together. And I was like, I don't think me personally, I don't think I would have been able to handle Marissa because like she's very high energy, which is great to be around. But like sometimes that's like a lot. Like, you know, it's like I need like a breather. You know what I mean? And I felt really bad for her because seeing how destroyed she was when that man was like, yeah, nah, I don't want to continue. I feel for her, right? But here's my issue though. She had more smoke for Nick than she did for Ramses.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, also Dante said he said I'm the first good one. He did tell that to her mother.
He did say that.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I feel like she's just ignoring Ramses because she's still mad hurt about it a year later. Like she was on the couch crying, just remembering it.
Yeah. And listen, I get that.
Yeah.
But just to bring it back to Hannah and Nick for a hot second, right? I thought that shit, like, don't get me wrong, I think it was really weird for him to like keep denying it when like everybody in that room was like, nigga, come on, bro, you said it.
Everybody in that room was like, be for real, bro. Like you know, y'all been broken up for like a year. You can say that you weren't attracted to her. You told everybody in this room that you weren't attracted to her. I don't know why you're pretending that you didn't.
Yeah. But and then also like the notebook thing was weird.
Yeah, the notebook thing was weird. I just think Marissa was riding that hard because for one, you know, some women are just like that with their friends. Like it's like if I get hurt, that's like a whole different thing. But you hurt my friends, that you know, that's a different animal completely.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's one of those people that it's like you can fuck with me all you want, but you're not gonna fuck with my friends.
I mean, I get that, but like I was really hoping that someone would have addressed the abuse that we witnessed throughout the whole season.
Nobody did. And
like no one did. Like everyone was so focused on him lying, which don't get me wrong, weirdo behavior, right? But like I just really don't like the fact that they just glossed over it. And then it was like she apologized, but it was just like, yeah, you know, that's just my personality. You know, I'm very direct. I'm very blunt.
That pissed me the fuck off because
kept saying that.
And the fact that they went to AD when AD was sitting on the couch laughing her little ass off. She's like, "Okay, sis, period."
That shit pissed me off.
I mean, AD was just laughing because she was like, "Oh, she's really gonna double down."
Mm-hmm. That's what Tiara said.
Yeah, because she's not on Hannah's side. She's laughing because she's like, this bitch really going to double down. That's why she was laughing.
Yeah. But I mean, like, she wasn't pressed. And like y'all said, Vanessa was on her side because as soon as they mentioned the notebook thing, she was like, Nick, you know, we have questioned other people about their if they're being genuine about being on the show. First of all, I don't think Nick was the only one trying to get famous on that fucking show.
Right.
Like let's
Hannah
keep
was
it
the only one that quit her job to be on that show.
Yeah, she was wilding.
Let's keep it a buck. If y'all really wanted the experience to be as genuine as possible, you wouldn't let niggas know they on reality TV for real until it was like, you know, they're already on the motherfucking set. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't advertise this thing that is like, you know, it's always going viral. It's always trending. Niggas is going to try to get on there to get famous. You know what I mean? Like let's keep it a stat. And I don't know if what he was saying is true, right? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, it did sound like bullshit. But let's say, for instance, what he was saying is true, where he makes these 90-day goals, and 90 days prior, his goal was to sell houses. I forgot what the other goal was, and to be the most famous person off of Love Is Blind, right?
Right.
Why did no one question the fact that like Hannah went through his notebook?
Well, because she said he was packing up his shit.
I thought she said she was packing up her stuff and she saw it.
She was packing up his shit.
Oh.
In the shared apartment that they had after the breakup, which also I don't like. Girl, he didn't do you dirty. Like, I feel like the only reason you pack up your partner's stuff is because you caught them, like, you know, red-handed, knee deep in some other bitch's like pussy. Like, you know, like that's the only reason. Because I'm not gonna hold you, as entertaining as it is. I remember when I first moved into this apartment with my boyfriend, I just saw like a suitcase go out the window from the 3rd floor, clothes everywhere. That shit was mad funny. Like, you must have been knee deep in somebody else's pussy. Knee deep.
Dante said, God damn, knee deep?
Mm-hmm. All the way up in there for you to be packing up other people's things, and he didn't do nothing to you aside from be himself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, and then even when they were starting the question with Hannah, it was like, oh, do you regret not doing the duck thing? And then, like, they just didn't press her. And I was like, this pisses me off because I know for a fact, if the roles were reversed, we would have been on Nick's ass.
Yeah, no, honestly.
As we should. Like, don't get me wrong. Like if Nick was the one doing the bullshit, we should be on his ass. But like, there's throughout the entire season until they broke up, every time we saw these two, it was her digging. I turned you from a boy to a man. And then he was like, "Oh, you know what? Like, listen, y'all. She's been getting way too much hate online. You know, like we squash it. It's all good. Like move on." And instantly, she was like, "Well, why did you like some of them?" And it's like,
not gonna
bitch,
lie, that made me laugh so motherfucking bad. And it's like, then why you like in the comments, bitch? Maybe because they're funny. I don't know.
Right.
Like, yo, you're not the victim here, bro. Like, yo, if I want to like the comment, I'm gonna like the comments. He better than me because I wouldn't have said shit. I wouldn't have said a goddamn thing.
Well, like,
they eating you up online. Sucks to be you.
No, honestly, so that's why I didn't care about AD laughing, because that shit made me laugh. I'm not gonna hold you. And then they're like, "Do you regret?" And she's like, "No, the fuck." Like that, her apology for how she treated Nick was really much a non-apology. She was "I'm sorry that your bitch made."
Yeah. Literally, she said it so quickly, and it was like after a paragraph of how that's just her personality. She's just direct. She's just blunt. And then she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry I was cruel to you." And then after that, it was, "Let's roast the fuck out of Nick."
Right.
And like, listen, I'm all for women standing up for each other. That shit is great. But I feel like, yes, they should have been like, "Yo, Nick, you was on bullshit too," but also call out that fucking weirdo in the red dress.
Right. Now, I think it just goes to show, because I think Marissa's a terrible judge of character. If
Yes,
you're writing for
I agree.
Hannah, like, because I'm not gonna hold you, that's basically what her mom said too. She is a terrible judge of character.
Because even Marissa was like, she has said rude things to me, and that's your best friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah.
Like, I don't know, like, what rude things she has said to Marissa. I don't know if it's on the same level of things she said to Nick, but like, yo, even Marissa's mom, because when Katie was talking to Hannah, right, and Hannah was like, "I didn't know you felt this way. We've been talking for over a year. You're my girl. Like, what's going on?" And she's like, "Do you really not trust me?" Hannah was like, "No, girl, it was just my emotions were high and my anxiety was high, and I was just saying something just to squash it. Like I was just saying, like, I don't trust you, but like I didn't really mean it. I was trying to squash the beef." She was like, "I don't trust that motherfucker over there, but I trust you, girl." And Marissa's mama whispered in her ear, and she was like, "But she sat on it for a year, though."
That's what her mama said. Because
Yes.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear what she said either, because Vanessa Lachey started talking at the same time as Marissa's mom.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing with Nick and I still motherfucking laughed. I still it's like Hannah's been getting way too much hate online. It's like, okay, then why you liking the comments? I spit out my drink. That was so fucking funny. Girl, I would have held that in. You were engaged to this man, and he's liking all the nasty ass mean comments about you. First of all, I hope you is built like a grenade. I'm sorry. We don't body shame on here, but you are an awful bitch.
No,
just apologize for the shit I said.
You could apologize. I'm not going to. Fuck you, bitch.
Nah, like, no. Hannah's a fucking bitch. Like, diabolical.
A bitch ain't the right word.
It's not.
She's evil.
Harsh. Yes, evil.
Like,
evil does it.
Just awful, bro. And then when it's like, hey, you watch the entire season back, and it's like, oh, well, maybe I worded it a little too bluntly. Girl,
no.
You're
Because she even mentioned the height thing again. Again. It's like, we get it, sis. You taller than the average man.
Yeah, no. But if you would have said that you turned me from a boy into a man, I would have had to fight you.
No, honestly.
You would have had to
fight.
That's disrespectful.
I'm sorry your parents kicked you out at 18 and you had to learn to be self-sufficient from a young age. But also, what do you want me to say? Like, I'm sorry my parents love me? fucking
like. And then the thing too was that like I could have understand her beef with him not being as financially responsible as she was if he didn't have a job, he played video games all day long, he was just chilling in his parents' basement. The nigga had a job, right? He paid for some bills, but like he was like, "Yo, I just started doing this real estate thing. I'm trying to get it off the ground." Like, why do you want him to struggle so bad? Like,
right.
She's like one of those people who, like, when they were gonna get rid of majority of people's student loans, they're like, whoa, I had to pay for my student loans.
Dude, that's what I said when I first heard this argument. It very much gave, it's like, well, I had to pay for college, so why don't you have to pay for college?
Yeah, like, bro,
I don't. The fuck, like,
I can't stand her. I don't know if I can watch next season if I have to deal with another fucking Hannah. And like, I really want the Lachey's off. First of all, I want the Lachey's off. Like, like I don't mind them being there on episode 1. Before the reunion, it should be handled by somebody else because I feel like there's no guidance, and I feel like I'm sitting there waiting for this reunion, and none of the questions that I have are being fucking answered. 1. 2, I don't give a fuck about people from previous seasons. Like, no offense.
Yeah.
I feel like that should just be like a special episode where we get like a little catch up, like, oh, Bliss and old boy got a girl now. Shout out to that. Shorty from season 1, she's happily married and has a kid now. Shout out to that. Like,
that shit pissed me off, actually.
Because when they said Jessica, I'm like, who Jessica? I'm like,
I remember Jessica. I was like, first of all, I don't want to see this awful ass bitch. She was the villain of season 1.
She was, for sure.
Forgot about her completely. Like, one time I had to Google her.
Bro, she was the villain of season 1. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck that this bitch is happy and married. What happened to homie that she like just jerked around the entire fucking season?
Well, remember after either the first or second reunion, he was like, he had like a girl back home, and then he had linked up with another girl from the cast and cheated on her. So apparently he was like a master manipulator and cheater.
I mean, he was 24. He shouldn't have been on Love is Blind anyway.
Facts, because I think he was the youngest.
Yeah, he was. But also, like, love Zach and Bliss, your daughter's name is stupid.
Nah, I ain't finna co-sign that because
it's Galileo.
I think
it was kind of.
I think it's cute. I also think Zach's explanation of it made it way weirder than it needed to be.
Honestly, his explanation of it is why I thought it was stupid.
That kind of makes sense because when he explained it, I was kind of like, I don't get what you mean.
Right. Because like, he just started talking about the stars and like science, and I was like, I thought it was interesting at first, and now I just think it's weird.
Listen, name your kid whatever you want to name your kid. I ain't gonna, like, unless you name your kid some weird ass characters and some beep bop boop like Elon Musk did, I really don't care what you name your kid, right? But like I said, I feel like that should be a separate episode. Like, don't bring them motherfuckers to the reunion because we wasting time. Like, yeah, no offense
like
to them,
20 minutes.
I feel like 30.
Like, just asking them about their baby and everything, and I'm like, girl, I don't care. You know how much tea was in this fucking season? I don't care.
Tiara said,
they should not do that, Tiara.
They should do a live reunion where viewers can ask questions. Didn't they do a live reunion and that shit was awful?
It was terrible because it overwhelmed Netflix's servers and kept crashing out. Nobody could watch the reunion for like an hour.
I think what they should do is I think they should have like a Twitter thing and have people like put their questions that way and then just read from there. I think that's fine. Or they have viewers submit a video thing, be like, "Hey, Tyler, do you not love these kids? Like, what's going on?
We have to. How do you guys feel about the couples that didn't get married?
But the couples who didn't get married?
Did.
I think Taylor, I think Taylor and Garrett are super cute. I'm very happy. I wish them the best. The other ones, whoa. They went from being the top of my list. I love them. And now I'm like, oh, Ashley, you may be a bird a little bit.
Bro, it was the fact that when they because those two, like Ashley and Tyler, were the first ones addressed during that reunion, and she said that she went on the internet while the show was airing, and she's like, first of all, don't have no sympathy for me. I knew exactly what the fuck was going on. That's my man. Okay, don't treat me like I'm motherfucking stupid.
Now listen. We wasn't treating you like you was dumb. We felt bad for you.
Yeah.
Now we treating you like you stupid. Because it is sense in the room with us? Because listen, let me tell you something, right? And I'm not gonna take the credit for this because I saw it on TikTok. This lady explained it very well. And she was like, there are a lot of women, especially women within the Black community, where the dude they're with, they're getting the best version of him. So they don't give a fuck about what he's doing outside of that, right? So like, if he a deadbeat dad to his other kids, but he's great to your kids, you don't give a shit, right? And that's part of the problem because like that nigga's still a deadbeat, right? Just because he's a 5-star dad to your babies, that don't negate him being a deadbeat to the other kids, right? And listen, I'm not saying they gotta air out all their dirty laundry for niggas that don't know them, right? But I've invested an entire season and I've invested time out of my fucking life to see if you niggas gonna get married. The least you could do is be like, hey, one, is your baby mama lying? Or the last, like, are you a deadbeat or not?
Yeah, we didn't ask no questions about him, those kids, his baby mama, nothing. It was just Ashley being like, y'all treating me like I'm stupid. And it's like, yes, girl, I did know about everything that was going on. We just pretended for the camera because we didn't want to air the shit all the way out. And I'm like, nah, sis, because I don't think we would have felt bad for you if we knew that you knew everything about the situation and you were still fucking with him.
Yeah, and then not only that, like the only reason why we even know all this is because he wanted to act like he didn't know them kids. Like those kids were just, he just donated some fluid. You know what I mean? And the baby mom was like, nah, he know them kids. First of all, the first one was a dono. Them last two, that's El Natural.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted an answer to that question too, and I'm like, does she know that the other two he made the good old fashioned way?
Right.
And I think the reason why they didn't want to address it either is because it's kind of a legal matter because the baby mom said she was suing him for child support.
Yeah, he is currently in a lawsuit with it, so maybe
that's why they're like, you know what, let's just kind of address it and leave it be. But like Ashley, like, and listen, I'm happy that you found someone who takes care of your needs. But sis, I'm sorry, that's not a red flag to you that he got 3 kids that he just been ignoring for over a year.
Yeah.
And then also, like, if you watch the video from the baby moms, right? She said things was great. Things was going lovely. He was playing, perfect dad. It was amazing. And then shit went left and then he hopped on the show. So I don't know. Listen, like I said, I don't know these people. They don't know me. If they like it, I ain't even finished that because I definitely don't love it. But listen, if they're happy and it works for them, cool. I'm just really disappointed because I thought Tyler was a stand-up dude. But listen, at the end of the day, I hope that they can figure out something with these kids because they're the real victims.
Right.
Because like their birth certificate is now on the internet now.
Ooh.
If someone Googles their name, they gonna know about all this fucking drama. And as a kid, right? If someone find out that not only does your daddy not claim you, but he didn't claim you on national TV, oh yeah, you finna get roasted.
Right.
School finna be a living hell for you. And also, like, that's gonna fuck with your mental.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but yeah, so that shit pissed me off. I think, like, moving forward, what they should do with the reunion is let viewers submit questions some way, somehow. Have these motherfuckers answer said questions. Get rid of motherfuckers from previous seasons. Don't get me wrong. I did like seeing my boy Marshall. I'm sad to hear about his engagement. But like that nigga didn't need to be there. What did he contribute to the conversation?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
he broke off his engagement.
Yeah, he said he was
Yeah,
single.
he was single.
Aw, poor Marshall.
Yeah. So
He's such a good guy too.
yeah. Listen. At the end of the day, bro, this shit was ass.
I feel like the reunion is always ass because of the Lachey's. But I mean, on a funner note, Leo and Brittany.
Gonna lie, that was pretty wholesome. They were just
was.
like, we went out, wasn't really feeling it. Now we're the best of friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You know, like I'm glad I'm glad they addressed my man, talk about his Rolex and his riches every other sentence.
Yeah,
He was like, I didn't realize I was talking about this so much. How the fuck did you not?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, after they finished talking to Leo and Brittany and they showed pictures from the honeymoon or whatever, and the pictures from the honeymoon is a picture of his Rolex and her engagement ring, bro.
Doesn't even make sense why they took a picture of the Rollie. She didn't give him the Rollie. He already had that.
Rolex had to be in the picture.
It had to.
As a nigga who don't got a Rollie, I'ma shut my broke ass up. You know what I mean?
The only thing I didn't like about it is that the Rolex was like gold and her like her thingy was like silver or white gold. And I'm like, y'all couldn't even match. He picked out the ring.
He did.
Yeah, but I don't think there's not many girls who wants a gold engagement ring.
What?
Do y'all want gold?
Yeah.
I'd probably take gold over like silver.
Yeah.
I just like gold more. Like,
but most women go for the white gold.
The only women I know go for the white gold are like mayonnaise colored bitches.
Ooh. You just done insulted Tiara.
I mean, I've said I want yellow gold.
KJ.
What the fuck did we talk about that shit? Nigga, hold on. I feel like I'm getting gaslit. Cause niggas been saying for years they want some white gold. When we start doing gold in this bitch? No, I've been said I wanted yellow gold because that's all I wear.
Yeah,
girl. I'm saying like yellow gold. Just it looks better. On.
It's also timeless.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on, bro.
That's crazy.
Let's just move on,
bro.
Bro, because like we did talk about it, and you were like, but white gold is better with diamond. Bro, let's just move on, bro. Let's just move on. Cause this finna start something that shouldn't even be on the pod for real. Let's just move on, bro. Let's just move on. But nah.
I do have a question for y'all though. So while they were still together, Brittany said that Leo was pissing her off because every time that she got a drink, he took a sip out of her drink. Do y'all do that?
No, I don't willingly just reach for Dante's drink, like take a long ass sip. No, I would ask.
So
like,
Tiara and I, my bad. Like normally we get different drinks, so we're like, oh hey, you want to try it? And we trade. We take a little sippy sip. But like if we both got Dr. Pepper, I ain't finna take a sip of her
Yeah,
Dr.
the fact
Pepper.
that she did say if they even had the same drink, he would still do it was kind of weird because I'm like, I've definitely done that. But now that I think about it, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's only we got different things and I asked him first.
Yeah. Also, he just seems like a very quirky guy. Like I feel like he was the Zach of this season.
He kind of
You know?
was.
So like definitely, you know, a very quirky dude. I feel like going into a relationship with someone like that, you have to know like, oh, they're going to be quirky as fuck. Am I prepared for that?
I feel like the only other thing, because we talked briefly about Marissa and Ramses, I feel like there wasn't a whole lot.
He was just annoying me because he talked about a whole bunch of like nothing. He was like, if our energies and vibrations and spiritual pressures and chakras and cursed energies don't match,
Not the
you
cursed
know,
energy.
I'm just not sure if the timelines and the planets are aligned. Did y'all see I got rid of my 2 braids? My two rat tails?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Alex
I was gonna
and
say
Tim.
before Tim and Alex.
Tim.
Yeah.
Weirdo ass, cornball ass, goofy ass nigga. Fuck nigga, bitch ass nigga. She was right. You is a little ass, punk ass, pussy ass bitch.
Damn.
Fuck that nigga.
I love that KJ was riding for Tim really hard like 2 weeks ago.
We don't gotta talk about that. We gonna just hop, skip, and jump over that. No, like, he was just
also her explaining the nap, and he is still saying that he was in the right because his parents drove 10 hours. Motherfucker, what?
Like, if I had to work later that evening, I'm sorry. I would also excuse myself to take some type of nap before I go in.
Right.
It's been a long ass day for me. I had to bartend until like 3 in the morning. You got me fucked up.
She's like, I've been up since 9. Your parents got here at 11. We talked for 4 or 5 hours. And it comes to be like 6 o'clock. I was trying to take a nap before I had to go into my job at 9, where I was working until 3 a.m. I'm sorry, I wanted to take a nap. Like, that is so crazy. And then he's like, why are you talking to me like this? And she's like, bro, the way you have treated me in this whole entire thing, you act like I killed your dog. And he's like, what did I do?
Not wrong. She's not
He
wrong.
really got so mad. And he's like, what did I do to you? And I'm like, bro, are you fucking for real?
How would you treat a man who's just showing love to you like this? What did I do to you? Like, what did I do? Shut up. Shut up.
Like, and I'm not even surprised that she's still mad about introducing him to her family. I'm not even surprised that she's still mad about that.
Because it was the day after. Like, that shit is wild as fuck. Not even like 24 hours max. You did a whole
180.
180, but not even, because she said that like if he was able to do that, he already had these doubts when he went to meet her parents and still did that fucking bullshit ass like letter and shit to her dad.
Because remember, she said like they talked later that night, and she was like, "Hey, where's your head at? Are you good?" Blah blah blah. blah. And he's like, "Oh, I still have doubts," and she was like, "You have doubts? Why would you? Why would you make my daddy cry if you have doubts?"
Right. How are you going to make my daddy cry on national television after this man just said, yeah, you are a good man. I'm happy that you're going to be taking care of my daughter and you are welcome into this family. And you're like, I don't know if I want to marry you, sis.
That man said, I welcome you as my son.
Right.
Do you know how crazy that shit is? Like, bro, like, that's why he a punk ass, bitch ass, pussy ass, weak ass bitch.
Damn, the way that I was, I had messaged KJ because I didn't know how far Tina had gotten into like it at all, so I didn't want to spoil anything. So I was like, KJ, Tim is a boohoo crybaby ass bitch right now. What the fuck?
And the thing too was that like she didn't have to explain the nap because
Yeah.
there is a very like small situation, the small chance that she's in the wrong for taking an hour-long nap. Cause like, what, sir, niggas is allowed to be tired.
Right.
I'm sorry, your mammy and pappy drove 10 hours to see my black ass. But nigga, I have bills and I gotta work to pay them bills. You gonna pay my bills, nigga? No? Then I need a nap. Cause I have a long ass shift as a bartender. Also, it's my first fucking day as a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, be so fucking for real, dude. Just a lame-o.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Before they addressed Tim and Alex and everything, um them showing the picture of Garrett fishing with Tyler and Tim rubbed me the wrong way because I was like, ooh.
That's
Tim.
the company you keep? Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
No, I know, but when I saw the video, I was like, Tim.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
When I saw Tyler, I was like, okay, I mean, they could be bonding, as much as I'm not fucking with it. They are the other couple that got married. But
No,
then
so
I
they
saw,
always seemed close. Like
Yeah.
Tyler
Yeah.
and Garrett always seemed close.
but then I saw Tim and I was like, Tim.
Bitch nigga there. That's another thing too. I gave a lot of zonks to the ladies for not calling out Hannah's weirdo shit. Why did none of the fellas, not a one, call out Tim? They sat there and let that man act like a fucking fool.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen, and I understand, right? Like, that's your boy. You gotta stand by your boy. But like, if that's really your friend, you gotta tell that nigga, hey, mm-mm. Mm-mm. You not in the right, Playboy. You owe her an apology.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit was wild. Cause listen, ain't nothing wrong with having doubts. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to end the relationship, right? But to act like Shorty killed, like she said, act like Shorty killed his dog. Talking about some, I never want to see you again.
Right.
Huh? Over a nap? Nick. Also, I didn't like how Vanessa cut that shit short. It was like, oh, maybe y'all should have this conversation privately.
Yeah, I was about to say, girl, first of all, this is what the people want.
But we could spend an hour long on Bliss and Zach's baby.
An hour is crazy.
For real? Like, man.
Also, she did cut that shit off hella fast, but we are just gonna sit there and listen to everybody tell Nick that he should just admit that he was not attracted to Hannah. Because they were on that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Sure was. And like, listen, I don't watch a lot of reality TV, so I don't know how other reunions are conducted, but this shit was ass. Nothing was answered. I have more questions coming out the reunion than going in. And like, I'm just annoyed. Like, I feel like it was just bullshit on top of bullshit on top of more motherfucking bullshit.
I feel like the only question that was asked that we wanted the answers to was, what did the text say, Steven? And even then, he was like, it's been a year. I don't know what the fuck those text messages said.
And honestly, type shit.
Like, and also, I do think it's a little weird that he said that was just a girl from his Insta DMs and he never met her in person.
He clearly has like some kind of either sex addiction, porn addiction. Like, he desperately needs therapy. And he says he's in it.
Yeah,
but like, just being in therapy isn't enough. You gotta do the work.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to hold you. He definitely seems like he has a sex addiction. And I don't know what they said, but he was like, apparently I was okay with being a piece of meat on the damn show. He said that like he did not realize how many times he said that on the show. It's like, sir, you said it a lot. You are hornier than a teenage boy that just discovered his body.
He said, if the wind blows the right way, I'm hard.
Right.
Sir.
Y'all saw he was eyeing AD. Sure did. I sure did peep that he was over here like, how you doing, AD?
Listen.
I mean, Yeah, he not
Type
wrong.
shit.
Right. I was about to say, you ain't wrong because she was looking good. Okay.
She was.
Though her bitches stay sitting pretty. Okay. They do, bro. You can't tell me that her titties weren't tittying.
Nah, they were.
Wait, hold on a second. Tierra said, not gonna lie, same. Same about what, nigga? I will come over there and beat your ass. Look, see, I told her little bi ass to stop eyeing AD. She's over there eyeballing AD's double D's.
I'm screaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of it. Everyone's like, oh, get you a little bi girlfriend. It's gonna be great. No, nigga. I think I said she was pretty like 5 times. That's 5 times too many.
Mm-hmm. Yo, bruh. I think that was really it for the reunion. I'm not gonna hold you. Katie, when they cut to Katie after the whole when they brought up the argument between Nick and Hannah or whatever, and she was like, first of all, I called Nick cute twice. I didn't call him no hot. I didn't call him no sexy. I called him cute. Okay.
I feel like it's like a normal thing that women do amongst each other. Like, oh, like this is my boyfriend. Is so and so. Boyfriend walks off. Girl, he's cute. Good job.
Right.
I feel like that's like a normal
It is.
female interaction.
Because if you say anything else, like if you whisper to like one of your girlies and be like, damn, girl, he's fine as hell. That is instantly going to be like, why are you looking at my man like that?
I do have a question. How did y'all feel about Monica blowing up on Steven about him mentioning the letter he wrote to her parents?
I thought it was unnecessary, but I'm not going to hold you. I kind of expected it. She was kind of like that in their relationship. Like, if he did not cheat, I feel like she would also be the villain of the season with how she treated Steven.
She was getting there. She was getting there.
She wanted an excuse to be mad. No, honestly.
You know.
Because literally day 2 of the honeymoon, she's like, you didn't get me flowers. Girl, I just met you yesterday.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, she's just I never really cared for her to begin with. I felt bad about the text message thing, but like when she blew up on him, I was like, "Shorty, what was he supposed to do? Is he not allowed to mention it?"
Right.
Because like let's just say he was being really genuine when he was writing a letter to your parents, which I really think he was, right? Is he not supposed to mention like, hey, listen, yeah, I fucked up, but like I've been trying to amend it as best as I could. And like I felt for him. He was like, yo, like no one wants to hear my side. I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing, but no one wants to hear what I have to say. So what's the fucking point?
I mean, I haven't really seen much of anything of Steven on the internet because I'm not going to hold you. I felt bad for Steven. And then, the whole thing happened with him, basically cheating on her. And it was like, damn, Steven, I was rooting for you, actually.
I think he probably was getting like a lot of hate and maybe his own personal stuff. So like it felt like the whole world is attacking him. But I agree with you, Soju. I think most people were focused on the whole Tyler baby mama drama and Hannah being the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
So, but I ain't gonna lie. When he was like having his not I won't say breakdown, but like when he was going through it, I felt bad because like yeah, he fucked up. Like he shouldn't have done what he did. It was messed up. But like to not even be able to explain how you try to make things better without getting fucking yelled at like you're a child. Yeah, nah, he better than me.
Yeah. I mean, look, as much as it was, shitty that they broke up under like those conditions, they were going to be one of those couples that I was like, I hope they don't get married because
I think they were going to anyway.
Yeah, like she had exceptionally high standards, which again, you could have like a woman could have any high standards that she wants to have, but like day 2, I met you yesterday and you're already mad that I didn't get you flowers is actually kind of unrealistic. Like,
Yeah.
but
And I agree with you, Soldier. I think she would have tied with Hannah for being the season's villain.
yeah.
And I think either I said it or Tiara said it that maybe he cheated because subconsciously he realized like I don't want to do this anymore. So instead of just like breaking up, he just sabotaged it.
Yeah, which could also be true. Like he said that he like sabotaged relationships in the past by cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So, meh. I don't know. How do you feel, Tina?
About that situation,
Or just the reunion?
it was honestly, it was whatever. Like, I have no words. They said a whole lot of like nothing, essentially. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I will say though, I like Garrett's hair grown out. Tina said it was a waste of my fucking time. I'm crying.
Honestly. But um
I
yeah.
like I like his little hair, but as the reunion went on, I was starting to think that his hair was fake. I was like, why is it
Who's?
sitting like that?
Garrett.
Oh,
Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he looks good. And then like the reunion kept going. I'm like, does he look good? You go, Captain America. You
I'm
go, Skinny
screaming.
Steve.
No, he graduated from Skinny Steve to you know, when he came back with the beard and a long hair, he was looking real
Yeah,
good.
true. He was.
But
He
he still
was.
was skinny, but like
Yeah, he's still Skinny
he ain't
Steve.
gained the muscles, but you know.
He modeled. Tiara
Crying.
did say he looked like Flynn Rider. That is very
Crying,
true.
Tara.
I was like, not my boy Flynn. Don't do Flynn like that. But yeah, he said he modeled in Fashion Week, which I think is really dope.
Yeah.
Oh, period. Fuck it up.
You know.
But this reunion was a lot. And I still hate the Lachey's. They should not be allowed to host Love is Blind.
Yeah.
No, I think like it's like I said before. I think it's totally cool for them to be there the first episode. Oh, let me ask you this. Maybe I was tripping, but did we see less of the Lachey's this season compared to last season?
We did.
We did.
Like they showed them
Okay.
in the beginning and during
That was it.
the wedding and the tux.
Yeah.
And that was it.
The wedding dresses.
And then the reunion. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know why I felt like we saw them a lot more in previous seasons. This
Because
season,
we
I think we
did.
only saw them like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Anytime there was like a mixer, we saw them in previous seasons. So you know how like on the honeymoon there's usually a mixers where the couples meet the other couples. They're normally there to introduce that. And then like towards the end of the season when you meet people that were just previously in the pods, they usually introduce that too. So they took that out this time. They weren't at any of the mixers.
Wonder if it's because fans have been kind of annoyed with them or if like something's happened on the back burner. Because I know like there's like a fuck ton of Love is Blinds now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they also host the other ones?
No.
No.
It depends on because I think the other Love is Blinds are in different countries and those countries have their own host.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if they're producers or some because I know in the first season they were more than just the host. So I don't know if they're like the reason why they're not in it as much is just because like since there's so many Love is Blind spin-offs, they have to oversee other shit in the back.
I'm gonna pretend it's because the US base hates them bitches.
Yeah.
And wanted to see less of them. Because I'm not gonna hold you the way that every goddamn reunion happens, and they're like, what were their names? Lauren and
Cameron.
Cameron. Yeah, they were like, bring Lauren and Cameron back. Have them host Love Is Blind. Because I'm tired of the Lachey's.
They have a podcast, and they were talking about their fertility issues.
Aww.
And I'm not gonna lie, oh my god, they're so wholesome. So Lauren was going through IVF and Cameron was tearing up because he was like, you were putting your body through so much and you were doing it because you want us to grow as a family and you love me, and like I already experienced love from you before, but this was just like a different kind of love, and I just love you so much. I was like, oh my god, if this nigga makes me cry at work, I'm gonna jump through this phone and fuck him up.
I'm crying. Bruh.
I love Cameron. I want that's one person from Love is Blind. Him and Marshall. I want to meet so bad.
They are probably some of the best like people. Also, Tiffany and Brett, they were a great couple off of Love is Blind.
Yes, they were. Someone posted on Twitter that Garrett and Taylor have joined the Actually in Love couples. So it was Lauren and Cameron, Brett and Tiffany, Taylor and Garrett, obviously, and somebody else. It was a fourth. I can't remember who the fourth one was.
I don't know. There was a lot of married couples from season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a good chunk of them divorced.
I mean, maybe. Is it not Zach and Bliss?
I was thinking them.
Are they season 4?
Yeah.
Who else got married? Oh, Brett and Tiffany.
Yeah, Brett and Tiffany is also season 4. Hi.
Who was the other wedding?
It was 2 more. There were 4 weddings in season 4.
It was Kwame and
yeah, Kwame and Chelsea.
Chelsea, and
I don't even remember who the last like couple was from season 4.
There was a white couple.
Was there a white couple?
Are you talking about the white couple from season 1, Bennett and Amber?
They're still together, last I heard.
They are, and I think they're actually pregnant.
Nice. I did see that, actually. No, it was just those 3. It was Chelsea and Kwame, Tiffany and Brett, and Zach and Bliss.
Oh, I thought there was one more.
I just Googled it. Oh, because Paul and Micah were supposed to get married, but they said no.
Yeah, they were also season 4.
Yeah. Paul was like, your best friend can have you. I don't blame him. That shorty was weird. All right. But I think that's all we really have to discuss for Love is Blind.
It has been an era. Now we need to get Tina to watch MILF Manor with us.
Tina, let me tell you something. MILF Manor is uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
It's
uncomfortable.
It's so juicy, but it's
like
also
juicy.
It's so cringe too, though.
It's fine. I've watched JoJo's.
You know what? That is valid as fuck.
Nah, I can sit through a season of JoJo's fine. When I tell you, like, bro, Soju and I have to watch an episode at a time because it's just too much.
Oh,
it's just too
definitely.
There's a shorty in there who fucked her son's best friend and told him on national TV, and then was shocked and surprised that old boy was fucked up about it.
Yeah. He was...
That her son was fucked up about it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's my best friend. Why would I not be fucked up about
it?
Bro.
Okay, first of all, she pissed me the fuck off. Because he is over here, like, in his feelings. That motherfucker got crossfaded, but stripped off all of his clothes and started being booty butt naked in the pool, just trying to process this information. That motherfucker was drunk.
He was going through it.
He took something. He was on a pill.
He was so fucked up, and he is, dick and balls out in a very, very public pool in this villa, okay? And she's over here like, baby, you're naked. Put on some clothes. It's late. Let's go to bed. And he's like, you can't talk to me like that.
You're not the boss of me. You don't control me.
He's like, it's like, you don't get to tell me what to do. Like, he's talking to her like hella weird. So she like eventually gives up because he's not getting out of the pool. So she goes back to like her room, and she is in the bed, boo-hoo, crying that he is upset with her. And she's like, I didn't think he would react like this. Bitch, you just told him on national television that you fucked his best friend.
In a room full of strangers.
And KJ is like, why would she think that he was cool? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that she thought this was going to be a hee hee ha ha moment. and is shocked that it's not.
But why?
I'm not gonna
Let me
Why
tell you
would
something.
that be a hee ha?
that motherfucker's kind of weird, but she's also freak nasty, so I'm not surprised that they're both on freak nasty time.
That motherfucker on, I think, episode 1 or 2 was talking about how he want to suck on some toes. He want to suck the nail polish off some toes.
Yeah, he said that. That was like episode 1. I'm not gonna hold you.
What?
I said,
episode
you's a
2.
freak nasty bitch. Get off my television, please.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to watch it.
We can do a recap because I don't know what episode. Hold on, I'll tell you right now what episode
I'm pretty
we
sure
on.
we're on like 4 or 5.
Well, I'll rewatch it. Shit, this could be a family affair. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on, we on episode 4, so that means you just gotta catch up on 3 episodes.
We only watched
Say
3
less.
episodes. So much happened, KJ.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Tina, we have like it took us 3 days to get to this. Like, we can't.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's a lot. It's a lot. It could be a family affair. Hop in my Discord. We finna get active.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, MILF. I've been trying to get KJ to watch MILF Manor for a minute because it's a lot.
It was supposed to be. I was supposed to stream it, but
you can't stream that.
Yeah,
they're too freak nasty on that show.
Twitch finna grab my channel with the swiftness.
Yep.
But Tina, I'm sorry. In honor of Halloween, they're finally letting me do this because I wanted to do this last Halloween. And they said, no, Soju, you take your scary ass somewhere else with that bullshit.
Show did. I said that verbatim. Verbatim.
But I wanted to do Scary Story for the pod in honor of Halloween.
Okay, but we still have to do Luke, Amy, and Rachel.
Yeah. I do. We could end with the ghost stories because I'm not going to hold you. I am going to summarize part 3 because a whole lot of nothing happens in part 3. Basically, let me pull it back up. I will read one like little blurb in there. But basically, part 3 is her not being able to stand not knowing anymore. And on her way to dropping her daughter off at high school, she tells her daughter about everything that's been going on.
Bitch, what?
Yeah.
Yo, that was dumb. Rachel, that was dumb.
Honestly, it wasn't, because her daughter was like, Mama, I know. Because I've had the same suspicions.
Oh no, not the daughter clocking it too.
So the granny clocked it, the mama clocked it, and the daughter. Okay.
Yeah, the daughter.
Okay.
The daughter also apparently clocked it. That, well, no, she doesn't doubt that he's, her dad, but so the daughter's like, okay, Mama, let's get Tom. Tom and Sophie go to the same high school. She was like, okay. So they get Tom. And Tom also clocked it. That's why they have been pretending to be into each other. So they could like get to the bottom of this. Yeah, they've been investigating this on their own for months.
They some smart ass little kids.
The plot has thickened.
So everybody clocking it except for the daddy and the best friend.
Well, they still think nobody know. But
apparently everybody know because they sense it.
I mean, so the kids, Tom is 17 and Sophie is 15.
Can we pause real quick? I want to turn my air off. I'm cold.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nabarro.
Yo.
The yo.
He was like, who the fuck? Oh yeah, you right. Baby, check your phone.
Ooh, this is part 4. I need to go to part 2.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, so
they faked that whole thing.
Yes.
That's smart.
They've been faking it. Let me see. I'm trying to find like little blurbs. Here we go. So Rachel, OP is over here like, Tom, why are you clocking it? He's like, why are you suspicious? And Tom's like, Tom has said that he's overheard conversations that were questionable.
Oh.
And he's also overheard sounds that sound like sex coming from Amy's room.
Nah.
And he says all signs point to Amy's lover has always been Luke. So he went to Sophie with his fears, and Sophie had agreed to help him.
I was wondering how the kids feel because this shit is so weird. My daddy goes to your mammy's house every so often. She never got a man, but she got 3 kids. It's like they're old enough to be like, we kind of look alike. Like,
right.
Everyone think we siblings, and it's not because we close.
So they end off the third part by saying, the question is now, where do I go from here? We have to figure that out. They're like, Rachel says, I feel such a relief having told Sophie, and I feel like an elephant has been lifted off of my chest, and it feels good having her and Tom in my corner now. But I feel like this basically confirms that Luke has been sleeping with Amy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Tom has volunteered to submit his DNA so I can compare it to Luke's. And both he and Sophie advised me to not tell Luke or Amy that I'm doing this. Girl,
wasn't she just compare Tom and Sophie's DNA?
That's what I was also thinking, but either way, Luke has already submitted his DNA. Like, he's already volunteered it, but also since Tom's in on it, he's just gonna have to lie to his mom.
Yeah. Well, because he's 17, right? I don't know what the laws are for that and what state they're in, all that good jazz. But I would assume it's fine.
Right. Let me see. They're both completely on my side, which means I can. Tom has been trying to set up a camera in Amy's room to catch her and Luke in the act.
Oh, they're committed.
Sophie told me flat out that I need to get a divorce from her father. Damn. Hearing that from your own daughter is crazy. Actually, that's the next sentence. Hearing that from your own daughter made it clearer than it's ever been. Ooh.
I mean, they playing in your faces.
Yeah.
She's not. I mean, because either way, that's what's gonna end up happening. Like, there's no way that they're gonna be able to continue the marriage.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Good night, Arlo. Happy Halloween. So that brings us to the next part. I quickly wanted to skip over like 3, mostly because there was some juice to it, but Shadi writes like she's writing a damn novel. That was basically the entire gist of like 16 paragraphs that I summed up in like 2. Okay? Wrap it up, sis. Shit.
Listen, she was part of the creative writing club in high school. She's trying to show off.
Right. She majored in poetry and she's trying to put that degree to use.
Yes, it's my time to shine.
So we're on to part 4, which again, there are 6 parts to this, so we're a little over halfway done. So they start off the post by saying that they have yet to get the DNA test results back. They said they were told that it can take a few weeks. And now that I know that Sophie is no longer in danger of dating her brother, the pressure is off. I'll get into this momentarily, but it frankly no longer matters if Luke fathered those children. Now, bitch. Okay. This is funny. This is addressing the comments. Because a lot of people were saying that maybe Amy has been sleeping with your father-in-law, and that's why those kids look like Luke, is because your father-in-law's been fucking Amy.
Could you imagine?
She says, I highly, highly doubt that my father-in-law has been having an affair with Amy. At worst, he might know the truth. But it's also possible that he just refuses to believe that because he sees Amy as a daughter, which true. Jim and Amy are both white and Luke and Kat are not.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's why she's saying that her father-in-law couldn't father those kids. Jim and Amy are both white.
Kat is the mom.
Yeah.
His mom.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, who
Kat
are these
is-
characters when they come in?
Yeah, no. Jim and Kat are father-in-law, mother-in-law. So she's saying that he couldn't have fathered those kids because he is white.
And Kat is not white.
Yeah. Kat is not white. So Luke is mixed.
So are those kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had Jim fathered Amy's kids, they would look way different than they do. Anyway, here's the update. Oh, that's crazy. Not her saying here's the update and then going back to the comments. She's like, I saw a lot of comments of calling me spineless, naive, and a sister wife. That's crazy. She's like, as an ex-Mormon, that hits a nerve.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Maybe that's why she was like so cool with the sleepover nonsense. Because that don't make no sense.
Right. Our little team that I've recruited has grown as I've recruited my mother-in-law. Supposedly, because Sophie and Tom are going to talk to her about getting her help about submitting the DNA test. At the advice of my lawyer, I'm staying out of it. Officially, I told Sophie not to do it, and she said she wouldn't. My mother-in-law hasn't contacted me about it either. Bottom line is, I can honestly say that I have no knowledge about what's going on about the DNA test. I mean, legally, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging through paperwork for my divorce. Oh my god, she keeps saying on to the fucking update and then keeps going through the comment. Fuck you, bitch. Anyway. Sorry, here we go. The last I looked at Luke's phone was 3 months ago. Around that point, Sophie and Tom had begun claiming that they wanted to date each other, and I found nothing. While I know how to search through deleted photos, I didn't see any. So when Luke was asleep, I did just that. I swiped his phone, brought it downstairs, and checked his recently deleted.
Ooh.
I'm glad I did, but I also wish that I hadn't because I'm still reeling from the pain. Sure enough, there was a conversation with Amy that he had recently deleted. Recent texts talking about the conflict between me and her, and Amy describing me as a problem while Luke is trying to pacify her without defending me at all. They both alluded to how they expected this for a while and just hoped that it would never happen. Presumably, me accusing them of having an affair. While the whole conversation and the fact that it was deleted was sketchy, nothing was actually admitted. So we scrolled up to days before the fight. Amy's messages were a bit more flirty. And then that's when I saw it. Amy had sent Luke a topless picture. She sent him a selfie of her with no shirt, no bra.
But they just friends, though.
That's how we get jiggy with our best friends. That's crazy.
That's my sister for real. She says, I teared up. I knew it was true. I knew it in my bones.
I'm sorry. Hold on. If that was me, and I already accused these bitches, I would have crashed out. I would have woke him up through the phone at his face. Like, I'm already divorcing you, right? Like, I'm gathering the papers and everything. Might as well go full throttle. Like, really, bitch? Like, I knew, but really? Like, nah.
Honestly,
it would have been over. It would have been over.
Real as fuck. Cause you're right. Cause if you know, like y'all gaslit me and it'd be like, I can't believe that after all these years together, you would accuse me of something heinous like this. Meanwhile, he's over here like, yeah, baby, how my dick look.
Oh, and they definitely fucked that night.
Oh, for sure. There ain't no
Imagine
way
she
he didn't
pieced
fuck her.
together, and that was the night she realized he went for his little sleepover. Oh yeah, nah.
Right. Crashing the fuck out, bro.
Yup.
She's like, I didn't have any proof, so this cut me like a knife. It also doesn't help that Amy's always had bigger boobs than me, girl.
Damn. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I exited his text messaging app and then went through his recently deleted photos.
God.
And
God.
the same selfie was there. But so were
Probably
others.
some dick pics. Yup.
Amy,
I already know.
it's like Amy topless, Amy naked in various positions. There were pictures of the two of them together, cuddled up, looking like a couple. And some of them, she was just naked. In some, it's like they both were. There were videos.
Nah.
Not the sex tapes. No.
Definitely crashing out. I don't care if he's mad at me for looking through his phone. Bitch, you definitely cheated on me. I'm going to jail.
Not only did you cheat on me,
house, bro.
Not only did you cheat on me, you gaslit me. You had kids with this bitch, and then you raised our kids like siblings. Oh, I'm cutting your dick off.
No, we gonna have to slide. I'm gonna wake him up, be like, hey, we need to go talk to Amy real quick. Something's wrong. Don't tell him what it is. We all get over there, it's a brawl. Like, I'm not even saying anything. I'm just throw the first punch. I don't know who's getting it first, but someone is. Cause y'all got me fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
What? Oh, girl.
Amy had sent him a video of her topless, and I had to actually hear her voice talking to him in a tone that made me sick, and how she was sending him a quick video to help him get through his day. That's
they just get together.
Right.
Bro. In more than one of the videos, she called him boo. Hearing her call him that, I almost wanted to vomit. I stopped looking at this point. I had seen enough. For about 5 minutes, I had this strange compulsion that led me to Luke's laptop, which I knew all the passwords to because he's given me all of his passwords, including
stupid for real,
including access to his iCloud storage. Oh, sis. Why are you doing
iCloud
this?
finna put her in a depression. Oh no.
Full investigative mode. I'm too deep.
Oh yeah, no. She at this point she's so committed. She's like, I've already seen a lot. I might as well see everything.
Exactly.
Didn't she though? She saw videos.
Bro,
we don't know what is it on his iCloud. It could be dick pics. Like I don't know. It could be an actual sex video.
They could be
right. Not with her though. Not with her.
There were letters and long letters between the two of them that I didn't have the heart to read past the first few lines where Luke mentions our children. Yeah. Just leave your PC in sleep mode. There were countless naked/topless photos, selfies of them together, videos of Amy masturbating. Okay. Sex tapes of the two of them.
There we go.
Tom had offered to try and hide a camera in Amy's room, but
I didn't need it.
She said, fuck, he never needed to.
That's crazy. Like, you don't think, like, if you're the one that's cheating, right? And you know your wife has the passwords to all of your devices that you have all of this evidence on, and she just accused you two of cheating. You don't think that, hey, I know I did bad. Let me do worse to delete everything. No,
everything on his
is still
phone
on
was
the cloud.
Deleted. Yeah, on the cloud.
But nowadays, even then, like the recently deleted still exists.
Right.
Just in case you need to bring something back, it's not like full on deleted yet.
Like
I said, crashing out. Wake up,
bro. Tom had previously. Okay, I read that. Luke had been hiding a whole treasure trove right underneath my nose. And I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. There was so much going back years. Not all of it even sexual. There were just some photos of Amy's kids in there too. Like one video of Kaylee and the twins playing together when they were younger, and Luke and Amy's voices behind the camera. There were even old pictures of Luke and Amy from when they were younger. I want to say that they were teenagers, and I snapped. All these years, I had been telling myself that I had to be wrong, that it couldn't be true. Well, it was. I know no one forced me to look at this much evidence as I did, but I'm still hurting very badly from having seen it in that moment, and I wanted to act, so I did. I called my lawyer, who is a remarkable woman. Though I had woken her up, I asked her if I could come by, and it was an emergency, and she agreed. I also asked her to draw up the paperwork and have it ready. She told me she already had it ready since I first came to see her. I mean, how do you go to a divorce lawyer and be like, "Oh, why do you want to get divorced?" It's like, "I think my husband fathered 4 children with the woman across the street from us."
Yeah.
I would have drafted those fucking things. It's like, "Okay, anyways, sis, so what do you want to do?" It's like, "Well, no, I just want to see what the legal ramifications are. Can we find out if he's the father?" It's like, girl, I'm gonna just get you divorce papers. The fuck?
Them shits would have been made that night.
Right. Let me see. As I waited, I went through the necessary channels on Luke's laptop to make sure that he couldn't remotely access his little stash, and changed all of the passwords. Girl. Anyway, my lawyer arrived and I went outside to greet her. I spent a good half hour in the passenger seat just crying, which she was great about. I passed her Luke's phone and laptop with all the information that she needed to use. She warned me that this could be considered theft. So I asked her to forward and print out copies of everything she could and then bring the items back because I couldn't bear to do it myself. I went back inside and I packed up Luke's things while he slept in the house. At one point, Owen got up to use the bathroom and asked me what I was doing, and I told him that I was cleaning. Luke stirred once or twice while I was in the bedroom, but didn't wake up. I got all of his things packed into trash bags and I loaded up the car. And that's when I woke him up and told him to go outside. He was confused and half asleep, and he did notice that things were missing. I ignored his questions and just told him that he needs to come with me. So he followed me outside, and once we were by the car, I gave him the papers and officially handed it to him. That was about when he figured out what I was doing, and he tried to talk me out of it, tried being sweet, tried being tender. He kept insisting that he loves me and that there had nothing that had been between him and Amy. Okay.
I literally just saw it all.
I just saw that.
Literally.
I saw that bitch's pussy in 4D.
Bro.
You trying to tell me it came at me? I'm actually I'm actually hurt in more ways than one.
I saw that bitch's OnlyFans on your goddamn phone, laptop.
Honestly,
Right.
he kept trying to persuade me to not tear our family apart. Even 2 weeks ago, I might have wilted on under him because of the manipulation, and the gaslighting is truly a masterclass. But I see through it. I didn't tell him that I knew he was full of shit. I didn't tell him what I had seen. I just told him that we were finished. He tried a different approach. He refused to go. He stated firmly that our kids are his as well, and that even if we were separated, I have no right to decide whether this kids will live with me over him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a complete 180.
I was about to say, we switched it up real quick, huh? This is where I very coldly presented the paperwork reminding him that the house is under my name, and told him under no circumstances would my kids be staying with Amy. He argued a little while longer, but in the end, he decided that he was going to be the bigger person.
Yeah, okay.
And keep the peace. At that moment, I didn't care where he went. Before he left, he did ask about his phone and his laptop, and I waved him off by saying they were in one of the bags. I couldn't sleep the rest of the night. I cried. Eventually, I realized that I'd have to wake my children up in the morning and explain to them to a certain extent that I could. Naturally, I woke up Sophie first and I told her that I kicked her father out and that I had discovered evidence of the affairs on his devices. I did not specify what kind of evidence, and she didn't ask. I mean,
she can put two and two together.
Yeah, I was about to say she's 15. I don't think I would, want to pry a little bit either. I woke up the others and gently told them that their dad had to stay somewhere else for a while. That I wasn't sure where, but from now on things were going to be a little bit different. Louise was the one to ask if we were getting a divorce, and I didn't want to lie to her. I told her yes. Owen asked when they could see their father again, and I wanted to cry. Sophie was a very big help, urging her siblings to be sympathetic to me and worry about dad later. I knew better than to poison them against their father. So I only told Sophie about the affair, that the affair was confirmed since she had already been in the know. However, as the kids were getting ready for school, Owen approached me and asked me point blank if it was about Amy. Which is crazy because Owen is the youngest one. I think he's like 6 or 7. Yeah, Owen's the youngest one.
Even the baby's like, listen, sis, I peeped it, but I thought this shit was normal. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If Luke was going to be with her instead of me, ooh, damn. I couldn't answer, but I suppose that's an answer on its own. Look, I don't think people realize how much little kids actually are paying attention.
They peep everything.
Right. So I got the kids to school, and my next step was calling to have locks changed. I knew Luke would come back for his devices. But thankfully, God, my boyfriend is playing COD behind me. I'm so sorry. But thankfully my lawyer returned with them before he showed up again. It was, man, hate this man, bro. Fuck. I want to have my own room at some point.
I feel your struggle, sis.
Dog. She just told me that everything was accomplished and she had the records of everything that we need in court. Sure enough, Luke turned up an hour later demanding to know where his laptop and his phone were. I had set them back in our bedroom like they had never been moved, and I just told them that he forgot about them. He insisted that I said that they were in one of the bags, to which I just shrugged him off and saying I must have been mistaken. After he grabbed them, he tried again to reason with me, and I showed him the door. I knew the kids would start to come home from school before long, and I think he was trying to delay leaving so he could see them, but I wasn't having it. I started shouting again and sent him on his way. I'm still in absolute pain and despair from what I saw. I don't know if he'll realize that anyone went through the devices and made copies of the evidence, but if he suspects I saw anything, then he obviously didn't say anything about it. After he left, I cried. I talked to my mother-in-law later that night. Apparently, Luke did show up at his parents' house. Damn, that's crazy. He went to his parents' house? I thought he would have went to Amy's.
I mean, I guess he was gonna have to explain to Amy and his kids why he there.
Right.
Yeah.
Which was a surprise because I was certain that he was going to stay with Amy. But maybe he knows how suspicious that would look to the children and didn't want to rock the boat. Maybe he knows I'm more than likely to let my children see their grandparents than Amy. Which, yeah, you can't check up with that bitch and the kids go spend the day over there. Fuck you.
Right.
Or maybe he just wants to give them his version of events, but that's not happening. Kat already started sharing his version with me, which he had told her and Jim. And that I'm having a mental breakdown, and he wishes that he could help me, but my paranoia about his affair with Amy is causing me to lash out and become violent.
Violent?
Wow.
And what's he didn't even frame it as me falsely believing that he had an affair either, even though that his story, when he's talking to his parent, when he's talking to me, he left Amy out of it. So Kat believes me. Jim doesn't know what to believe anymore.
Jim
Is over here like that's my daughter. My mom, my son, and my daughter are not fucking. And Kat's over here like, sir, that is not your daughter.
Kat's like, I don't know who pussy she came out of, but she didn't come out mine.
Right. It's like, that man might have seen those kids grow up since the age of 7. That does not mean she is yours, sir. They are not blood related. If they gon' bump uglies, they gon' bump uglies.
I really want to know why they just didn't get together and get married. Like, why do this to Rachel?
I don't know, bro. According to Kat, he seemed very, very troubled about what he had heard from all sides. Jim, that girl is not your daughter. Your son has been fucking another woman. That's it.
Years.
Okay.
For at least 17.
As for Amy, she is radio silent. Tom has told Sophie that she's acting like nothing is wrong, but she is clearly stressed out. That's when her kids asked, and she makes the same sort of claims that I'm having some sort of mental breakdown and I'm pushing her away, as well as Luke. She didn't mention anything about me accusing them of having an affair, but it still puts it all on me. Amy has not reached out to talk to me, and I have not tried talking to her since our big argument. I haven't really told my kids anything, just that I'm having disagreements with Luke and Amy, though I was very clear that this is not a question of my mental health. Honestly, I think they all kind of know. They all kind of know what's going on. Sophie,
I mean, your youngest is like, it's because of Amy, ain't it?
Yeah, your youngest is like, is daddy gonna live with Amy from now on? Yeah, like, your kids aren't blind. Like, that kid is like 6 or 7 years old. They pay attention. Sophie continues to be my rock as I try to be hers and the others. Tom continues to be the spy in our ranks. I'm crying. Right now, my biggest regret is the stress that this is causing all of my children, which I knew it would, but it still needed to be done. My life is falling apart, but I guess it was never my life. And that is part 4. Yeah.
I can't wait for this DNA test to come in, because Tom and Amy are gonna have to admit to their bullshit. Because if the eldest, Luke and Amy are gonna have to admit to their bullshit. Because if Tom's DNA matches Luke's, that means, they've been fucking for at least 17 years. And I'm pretty sure you can demand a paternity test for all the kids to prove the infidelity when it comes to divorce proceedings.
I mean, this is going to be a messy as fuck divorce. Messy as fuck divorce.
Because I don't know what state they're in, but even if Amy's name is on the house, depending on the state, if old boy was paying bills, or at least paid a bill for the house, he might have rights to the house.
Even though his name isn't on the deed or nothing?
No. Because over here in Jersey, if you live in the house and you can prove that you have contributed to the house some way, somehow, financially, you get a percentage of the house's worth. And your lawyers can negotiate what the percentage is, but you get a percentage.
Damn.
Yeah. That's why, listen, I know a lot of people are against prenups, but this is why you get a prenup.
Right.
Because it's not, oh, you're setting up the marriage for failure before it even started. No, but shit happens.
Yeah. No, let me grab a drink real quick because I did not grab one before the pod. All I have is vanilla ice cream. So hold on.
No worries. But yeah, nah, that's I feel for her.
Yeah. Like I said, I would have crashed out.
I feel for her. Oh my gosh. Not to get like too personal, but like, oh my god, why did it spawn me here? The more and more we talk about this, the more and more I think about like my own mother. And I remember like when I started connecting dots and putting two and two together. Yeah, bro. That shit was stressful. Cause it's like, especially if like you have a good relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
And then you realize like, oh, he's not a good person. Yeah, bro. It sucks.
Here we go. I should have muted my mic. If you heard me boo my man, no, you didn't.
Just put a little duct tape over his lips real quick. It'll be all right.
I'm screaming.
He might like it.
He might. That
New kink unlocked.
I was about to say that man freak nasty.
Listen, don't be like Hannah. Don't be putting your man's business out there for the world to know.
Look, I would never come up on the pod and be like, that motherfucker don't eat the. She really went on national TV. She said he don't cook, he don't clean, he don't have no responsibilities, and he don't even eat the box.
And he don't initiate.
I mean, I'm surprised they had sex at all. I'm not gonna hold you. It will never not baffle me when dudes are like, yeah, that bitch is ugly. I still hit it though.
They better than me because I don't get it. Because like
will never understand.
I can understand like a one night stand, friends with benefits, whatever. But like you still have to be physically attracted to them, no? Like your dick gotta get hard, no?
Bro,
Right.
I don't know, bro. Again, I will never understand. I feel
and
like
women do it too. Like I'm thinking of someone right in my head right now, and Shorty's definitely fucked dudes who she thought was ugly, and I was like, so why'd you fuck him?
That thing was thangin'. Look, I don't know. I've never met a woman that she was like, yeah, that motherfucker was ugly. I still hit it though. Girl, why? I ain't never met a woman that said that.
I wish I could say the same,
Man.
but listen.
We don't even have time for scary stories anymore. Y'all hate me.
You could do one, I guess.
Y'all hate me.
Just do a real quick one.
It's bullshit. This is some fuck ass bullshit. Do you see how they do me?
Bro, just do a quickie.
Man,
pause.
I think they're all. I feel like they're all short, and I actually got like viewer stories too.
Dang.
Yeah.
Damn. Now I kind of feel bad.
I was about to say
Before I
didn't
feel bad.
I just didn't have stuff for me. I have viewer stories.
But you should have said that before we got started. I would have cut the little Love Is Blind combo a little short now.
Well, it's too late. I mean, I will share the one story that I have because it is actually like short. And I feel
from the viewer or from you?
From the viewer.
Okay.
So, they had disclosed to me like two. Both of them are like super short. The first one was in like an apartment while like they were like living with an auntie, and they said they were like 6 or 7. They're like getting ready for bed. He's like, me personally, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like to sleep with my door closed at night. So I have my door open so, you know, he can see out into the hallway.
Open?
And, yeah. I mean, I sleep with my door open, but we have too many damn animals to sleep with the door closed.
Yeah.
I like my shit closed.
But he's like used to sleep with the door open, and that way like he could see out into the hallway. And you know how in movies that every time like you see something, they always make it seem like it's super quick and out of the corner of your eye. He's like, not this. He said he was like a shadowy person floating down the hallway, like a foot off the ground. And he's like, you know, in movies, how they make it seem like it's a quick thing? No, that motherfucker was slow. He said this was like a 5 or 6 second interaction where he slowly watched that thing go across the hallway. He said that he bolted out of that apartment. He ran the fuck out of that apartment.
Shit. You ain't gotta tell me twice.
Like out the bedroom, out the door, and he's like, we lived on the second floor. My aunt's looking at me like I'm crazy. Cause she's like, it must have been like a light passing through or something. He's like, no, we are on the second floor. What light is going by that quickly? like that slowly, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, that was back when I was like 7. And then his second story, like different house. He was still sleeping with his door like open, but not all the way open. He had his door cracked, which I don't know about you. The door either has to be opened or closed. The door cannot be cracked.
Yeah, I don't like no cracked door.
I cannot sleep with the door cracked. You got me all the way fucked up. And he said like he was like 16, 17. And for like a week with that door cracked, he said he could feel like an older maternal figure just peering through the crack of the door, watching him sleep. He said it didn't feel malicious. It kind of just felt like a grandma checking in on her grandkids.
Tell Granny to go somewhere else. Fuck.
Yeah, no, and he was like, he's like, it wasn't, you know, bad because it felt like a grandma checking in on you, but also at the same time, it's the feeling of somebody watching you, so it wasn't comfortable. He's like, I didn't feel like I was in danger or like scared or anything, but he's like, it was still mad uncomfortable. And he said, like, after a week of this, like, of this happening like every day for a week, he was like, I don't know who you are, but can you stop it? Because you're freaking me out. And he said he never felt that presence ever again.
Well.
And that's like the 2 viewer stories that I got.
Absolutely not. Fuck no. First of all, that first one, you couldn't pay me to go back in that motherfucking apartment. I'm moving.
I'm pretty sure that he said that his aunt told him that the apartment was just settling, and he's like, that doesn't make any damn sense. Why do people always say that?
The house just settling. Okay, bitch, it's been here for some decades. Why is it still settling? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
The first one, I had a similar experience when I was a kid. God. No, cut it out. Hey, I sit next to you. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm about to cuss you out. Cut it out. Tiara, cut it out. Tiara, cut it the fuck out. Okay?
I'm crying. I was about to say, out of all the like little experience, but I ain't watch it. I hid under the blanket. Look,
I would have did the same thing.
See, nah, because he watched that thing until it disappeared, and he booked it as soon as it was out of his line of sight. He was like, "Bye bye, you ain't keeping me in this place." And his auntie's over here like, "It's just the lights." He's like, "Auntie, we live on the second floor," and she's like, "Okay, then the house is settling. Go to bed."
What I gotta do with the lights? Stop playing with me. Stop. I would have cussed her out at 7 years old. I'm like, bitch, auntie, I'm like Courage the Cowardly Dog trying to warn you that your shit is haunted. And you over here talking about the house is settling. Bitch, what house you know settles with lights? With a shadowy figure going to and fro the hallway.
Yeah, he was bugging. I wasn't risking. See, I ain't never seen nothing because I'm not gonna hold you. I wanted to do the ghost stories. I grew up in a haunted house. I have like a lot of like things, but I have never seen nothing. And I thank God for that.
2 different kinds of people, because I too grew up in a haunted house. I don't like none of this spooky shit.
See, I love it just because I was like, yeah, what's up? What's going on? But also, that's
that Caucasian half of you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because ain't no way. Well, let me tell you something. As 100% nigga, no.
Like,
fuck no, baby.
I mean, a lot of my stories were just like weird happenstances or me hearing something. And I feel like hearing something you could always explain away. You know what I mean? But the times where I would like just come home from school, so it's like broad daylight, you feel me? Like it's 3 p.m. The way my parents' house was set up, I think they call it a shotgun house. Where
I can see from the front to the back.
Yeah, like open the front door and you just see like
all the way to the back.
all the way to the back of the house. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you
Never heard that before.
Yeah, I didn't know that term, but apparently that is what you describe a house like that's built like that. So it's like you walk in, we had like a front like sitting room like before the front door where we just like had a couch and all of our shoes. And then it goes into like dining room, living room, and then like the kitchen. And I come home from school, it's like 3 p.m. Okay. And my mom's sitting in the living room. She's just doing her nails. And I look in the kitchen and my dog had just had like a litter of puppies. So there's my dog and her litter of puppies just all staring in one corner of the kitchen. 5 dogs, okay? 5 dogs just all staring in one corner of the kitchen. And I look at my mom and I'm like, what are the dogs doing? I'm like, you know they're being weird over here? And she's like, yeah, there's a ghost in the house. I'm like, okay, cool. I just went to my room. It was like 3 p.m. My mom's watching TV and doing her nails. The dogs are just doing that in the kitchen. I was like,
y'all too calm for me.
Look, after years of that though, like when I was like a little kid, yeah, it used to scare the fuck out of me. But by the time I was in high school, I was like, all right.
You a better motherfucker than me, because I would have been like, hey, Fidos, cut that shit out. We leaving. Burn the house. Burn the whole house down. We leaving.
I mean, but that was like a lot of the shit where it's like, that's weird and unexplainable. But this is my worst one and we could end it. I was 16. I was in the drama club in high school because that's why I do the podcast. What's up? Yeah, we do theater up in this hoe. Anyway, but I was in high school. I was 16. It was like the week of the play. A bitch is tired, okay? Because we would, wake up 5 in the morning, go to school. School gets out at like 2:30, and then from like 2:30 to like 8 o'clock, I'd be in the auditorium, like doing last minute rehearsal for the play. Go home at like 8, and then I still have to do my fucking homework. So like I'd be motherfucking tired. And that entire week I would wake up at 3:33 in the morning for a whole week. And first of all, people are like angel numbers, and I'm like, nah, bitch, that's the witching hour. That's what I knew 333 as, and your bitches are like angel numbers, out my face. 3 if I wake up at 3:33 in the morning, it is never a good sign for me. But I would always wake up, and it was because it felt like somebody was watching me. And I don't know, I guess some people don't have that feeling. I don't know if y'all have experienced that.
Yes, I have.
Like
It's not fun.
Some people really have said they have never experienced that. They're like, what do you mean you can feel when somebody's watching you? And I'm like, you don't have a survival instinct, I'm guessing then? Like, but it got to a point it was the day before the play. I'm telling my brother about it because I was fucking tired. You know what I mean? Because like at that point I couldn't go back to sleep, and then you have to go to school at 5 in the morning. So going to bed at midnight, sleeping for 3 hours until like 3:33 in the morning, and then staying up until it was time to go back to school. I was fucking tired, especially for the play that week. So it got to be like the day before the play. And I'm telling my brother about it, and he's like, well, maybe there's a ghost in the house again. And I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm like, I'm so fucking tired. And I had all the lights on my room on. It was like probably like 11 p.m. and I'm telling my brother about it. And I'm like, it's like, I wish they would just like reveal themselves and leave. Because that's usually like what ended up happening is like one scary thing would happen and then they would just like move on. And I'm like, And I'm like, I was tired of it. I was like, man, if there is a ghost in the house, say hi in my ear right fucking now. Bro, the way I will never do that shit ever fucking again. Never fucking again. Because that was the dumbest white girl shit I have ever done in my fucking life. I was so angry and tired though. Because as soon as I said that, I got a hi in my fucking ear. And you know how in like movies they make it seem like the ghost got like cold breath? That shit was hot. That shit was hot on my face. The way I screamed, and my brother was still in the room with me. All the lights are on. All the lights are on. And my brother is like, he didn't hear it. So he's like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, it said hi. And he was like, ugh. The fuck are you doing? I'm like, bitch, I'm keeping the lights on and I'm not going to sleep tonight. Like, that was like the worst thing that ever happened to me. I tell it not.
Soju, I mean this with all the love in my heart. You got me fucked up. Why the fuck would you tell it, hey, come say hi to a nigga real quick?
I told you. I was angry and tired.
I've been angry and tired before. Okay. I would have to have been not sleeping for like 3 months straight for me to be like, you know what, fuck it. Come talk to a nigga real quick.
Nah. I definitely was like, it's like, man, fuck it. Square up. And that bitch said, all right, bop bop. And like, I was like, oh, I was not prepared.
You tried to test the ghost gangster, and she was like, "Oh, I got some for that ass,
bro." What bothers me the most is how hot its fucking breath was. Because in every goddamn scary movie, they always depict a ghost being like cold. You know what I mean? Like even in Phas, like even playing Phasmophobia, it's like, oh, you go from like, like 80 degrees in this room. Bitch, it's 50 in this room.
I wouldn't mind it being 50. It's hot as a bitch in here.
Man, it's cold as fuck over here. It is 50 degrees actually right now.
I'll tell you how hot it is right now. It is 70 degrees. It is the last day of fucking October, and it is 70 degrees.
Yeah.
I hate it here. It's fucking cold. I mean, to be fair though, it was 84 degrees yesterday.
But with that being said, y'all, that is the Halloween episode of the pod. Thank you to everyone who was in the chat. Big shout out to the Twitch chat. We do stream on Twitch. So if you want to see us live, if you want to talk to us live, come over to Unhinged _ the letter N _ Unfiltered over here at Twitch. Come holla at your boy. Come holla at the ladies. Not like that though. If you ever miss our live stream, you can watch it on YouTube and or listen to the audio on Spotify. And yeah, we got the clips going on TikTok and YouTube, and Instagram is coming. We just been kind of dragging our feet a little bit, but it's coming. Yeah. Oh, also, if you have an unhinged story or you need relationship advice or just life advice, go ahead and email us at unhingedunfiltered@gmail.com. And we love y'all.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody that submitted your scary stories for the Scary Story Pod.
That too. It's because of y'all that we had to listen to Soju's fuck ass scary story.
I mean, look. I will just help us. I'll do it as a Patreon thing if we ever get to that point. That will be just a me by myself thing. They won't let me rock.
We're gonna get like cardboard cutouts of me and Tina right next to Soju, so we'll be there in spirit. The fuck no, baby.
But thank you guys. Happy Halloween. Stay safe.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.